Dehydration can have significant effects on your performance as well as your overall health. So it's very key to monitor all of your intakes and outputs. A lot of athletes will even measure their weight pre and post game to know exactly how much fluids they're losing. Based on the weight pre and post game, as well as other parameters that can be monitored, athletes can be very keyed in on specifically how much hydration they need. After a game, it's really important, again, to monitor a lot of those parameters. How much weight have you lost? How much fluid have you lost? And then trying to reincorporate that amount in. It's tough to get all of that in at once, so you want to continuously drink over those next couple of hours after a game. There are also different electrolyte beverages, recovery drinks that can be helpful for you to help retain that water. It's not just free water that you lose. There certainly are some salts, electrolytes in that sweat, so it's important to replenish those as well. As we get later in the season, in those July, August, September games, it can become incredibly hot. So you have to really focus on hydration during those periods, even more than earlier. That's because as it's hotter, you're gonna sweat more, you're gonna lose more fluids. And it can be harder to perceive the loss of those fluids because of how warm it is and how quickly that sweat is evaporating. So you might be losing a lot more fluid than you realize. Hydration is something that should not be game specific. This is something that is all the time. You got to start hydrating 7 days before a game. And when you're playing 6 games a week, it is constant hydration. So if you haven't had enough fluids, you can really start to develop some symptoms of dehydration. A lot of times this starts as just thirst. Next, you can start to feel maybe a little lightheaded, headache-wise, dizzy. Some of these things can really be the keys of the first symptoms of dehydration. Later symptoms can be racing heart rate. You'll actually notice that you decrease sweating. And those can be signs that you really are very deficient in water and really need to get some fluids in you quick. For athletes, it's very frequent to see some cramping if you're dehydrated. It's a sign that you're not getting enough fluid or blood flow to those muscles and they're tightening up. So if you got any cramping going on, it's important to really get some beverages in you, some water and some electrolytes.